Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man, then black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome, just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing, keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my face brain. Now it's like worth for 10K, all cause it is 10 gamers. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going ahead, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going ahead, they were like, oh yeah. Courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a day is. But hey, what about it? So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going ahead, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going ahead, they were like, oh yeah.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we kick off a new NFL season with the opener for 2023, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs ready to begin their Super Bowl defense. The Lions hoping to spoil the party. Boy, what a sight here at Arrowhead as the season is underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape. Past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now it's the veteran Jamal Williams. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
Great, set.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Once again, it's Mostert. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Olave holds it in. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Well, this is a tough spot for these Lions on the road in Arrowhead to start the year. But it's also, you'd have to say, Charles, a showcase opportunity for them because this is a team that historically hasn't gotten a lot of big opportunities like this.
And when they have gotten them, they haven't really delivered. This is a team, though, that believes that big things are out there for them. And they think that they can start to write a new history, beginning with this game right here.
Throwing is Hurts. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. Now this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Why shift the crew?
A quick throw out wide to Mooney. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now Jones. Now into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Now a 2nd and 10. They run with Mostert off the option. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Yeah, this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I wanted to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
$3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Lions 3, Chiefs nothing.
Second quarter from KC. It's the ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Dom Capers.
Throwing Jones. That's complete to Mooney. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Mooney had a hair under 500 yards last season and only 2 touchdowns. But the year before, a 1,000-yard season. 2023, a big year for his future with the franchise.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Jones. He's going to find Atwell open downfield. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tutu Atwell, 43 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. after the touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking for Austin. Intercepted. Inside the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. It's first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out, and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. A little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here we go.
Here comes third and about a foot.
Apple.
Jones will sneak it, and he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal.
Here we go.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
ETN is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Second and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44.
First down, Lions.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. From the gun, it's Hurts. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. A short throw to Ingram. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's 21-3. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
Decide to take a shot.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Flush to his right, and this one will go to the 28-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And this will be caught by Mooney. Down the right sideline. And down to the 7-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And they'll run with Etienne. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Etienne, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Matt Milano, an All-Pro last year, in on the tackle. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Mostert off the read option. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down, Mostert. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Chris Olave, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 28-10.
Lions 10.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. The main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they get...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 74 yards. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now Myers for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blow.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
But these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Here's Jones on 1st down. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
Okay, here we go.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Cockroach, cockroach, cockroach. Out, go.
Once more, ETN. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Out we go.
Jones keeps it himself. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Daniel Jones with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Lions 10. Jason Myers set.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, Run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They run with Mostert off the option. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Hey, easy, 63, pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Go, North Copper! Go, North Copper!
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones. That's Samuel, caught left side. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Timberland.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Here's Andy Lee now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Now it's Peterson. And he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score. Point after, right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Lions 17.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Rita.
Looking to throw. Jones. Throw out wide is incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Kansas City.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And this one's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Sit down.
Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Jones off the play fake. And this is incomplete. Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously. But the first game of the year always a special one. And love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season,